right, guys, welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs. Right now, we are talking about another massive commitment for Mizzou, Henry Fenuku. Before we talk about him, please, guys, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. All right, Henry Fenuku is it's a bit of a strange case in terms of talent and rating, maybe not kind of being totally on the same page. We're going to cover that in a second here. A little bit about him first. 6'4", 295 pounds, already built almost like an SEC lineman, right? He plays a lot of left guard, and he projects to play on the interior, maybe that same left guard spot. We'll see. Out of North Crowley High School, that's in Fort Worth, Texas. And, well, this guy's first team All-State, 6A. So you're talking about big time Texas football, first team All-State. That right there is kind of an indicator of, okay, this dude's legitimate. All right. Uh, he committed to Mizzou basically right after it, or announced it at least, right after his official visit to Mizzou. He announced his commitment on Monday, June 10th. He was on the visit over the weekend, so he didn't waste any time, guys. Kind of filming perhaps the commitment video over the weekend. The video that he posted, just an outrageous cameo from Drinkwitz playing air guitar, except with an actual guitar. It was outstanding in the most ridiculous of ways. That's neither here nor there. That's just Drinkwitz, just maximizing his nerdiness, I guess. He's not Fenuku. He's not a 4-star on any of the individual services ratings scale, but he's a high 3-star on all of them. And on 3 has that average out to being a 4-star in their composite. Even if that didn't happen, I'd still be calling him a 4-star because the offer list is absurd. Take a look. That is the offer list of a 4-star, a highly rated 4-star. That is a top 100 player type of offer list. You know, some of these, of course, national powers. He visited Ohio State at the very end of May. Texas Tech is also included in there. Not that they're a gigantic power, but he visited them. They were thought to be a real contender to land Fenuku. And you look at this list of other schools that, gosh, Georgia, Oregon, LSU, and that doesn't even include Tennessee and Ole Miss offered him. And a lot of people thought he might end up as a Rebel. So that's the caliber of player in terms of what coaching staff saw and who wanted him, right? So that's always a huge indicator, probably more than any sort of star rating. Now, when I looked at Fenuku's film, oh man. So the first thing that stands out is he has a quickness off the ball. It's not even the first step. It is just his acceleration and being able to move from his left guard spot over to be the pulling lineman on a run to the right. There's also a play I saw that, he's in his left guard spot and the left tackle is immediately going for the second level. It's a run to the left. And he is able to get out to the defensive end and he is able to gain leverage on him, turn him back to the inside. You have to be quick to be able to get outside of a D end from the guard spot and turn him back in, right? And man, once he engages, look out. I don't know if I have ever done a film study like this where I've seen the lineman more vicious in terms of finishing a block. He'll get you on the ground. It's not over. He will just push right back down or even just fall right on you. Literal pancake. And man, no mercy. It is a mean streak. And You love to see it out of a lineman, almost to the point of, dude, don't get yourself flagged. Almost to that point, but he's under control. It's just that violent, and that's awesome. And when he's doing all of this, he's not going to reach out and grab somebody while he's pulling or going out for the D end or whoever. He's not going to actually engage until he's at a good length for him. And what that means is that he's not going to put himself in a position to grab onto somebody and then they keep going. And now he's got a bunch of jersey and there's a 10-yard holding call. That's not going to happen that often, at least not at the high school level. You know, faster guys in the SEC, so we'll see. But that's definitely a good sign. Now, this commitment for Missouri is gigantic in a lot of ways. It's number 8 for the class overall, second offensive lineman. It's interesting when you have guys who are guards in high school who project as guards in college. Sometimes you have guys who are tackles at the high school level, but that's just because their line's not that big, or well, it's high school smaller guys, and he's gonna be a guard inside, yeah, in college. That's not the case here. He's not gonna have to change his position. Guard and tackle, it's different worlds sometimes. So that will not be a transition that he has to make, and that can be an advantage. And then, come on, Missouri beating out Georgia and Ohio State, among others, for a guy. The guy was in Columbus visiting Ohio State with an offer 2 weeks prior to committing to Mizzou. That is a flex by the Tigers. And yeah, this is just building this class into what I think might end up being an unprecedented type of class in Columbia. One of the best, maybe the best that Mizzou's ever put together under Drinkwitz or Pinkel or anybody else. It's exciting. That's really what it is. And with these official visits going on, especially with the huge weekend on the 21st, there may be a lot more coming in terms of commitments. May not be the last offensive lineman from Texas who commits in the next month or so. That would be Lamont Rogers, who I think he'll end up at Missouri. We'll see what happens there. Until that happens or anything else happens in the world of Mizzou sports, keep it tuned here to Under the Arch Sports. We've got you covered no matter what goes on. Until next time, thank you for watching.